Hey, this is Mike. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting East Coast Honda, and I'm checking out a 2017 Honda Pilot in the touring trim level at night. So that means I'm going to check out the lighting of this vehicle, interior and exterior lighting. You can check out my channel for the full overview of this vehicle, but this is specifically to show you the lights. So right now I have the parking lights on, which turn on the daytime running lights here in the front, and they are very bright. They're powered by LEDs. And they have a very unique look, so when you're going down the road, it looks pretty cool, in my opinion. So it's kind of hard to tell. We do have some dealership, the lot lights here that are kind of messing up the darkness, but it is a little bit easier to film when it's not so dark. But it does give you some pretty good amount of light in front of the vehicle, just these right here, without even turning on the headlights. Let's take a peek in the back at the taillights. So these are LEDs. And they kind of have a unique design in themselves. Okay, so now I have the low beams on with the fog lights and the turn signal, so we can check all that out at one time. So the low beams are powered by halogen bulbs, and they are in a reflector. A projector housing. The high beams are actually in a reflector system. There's your turn signal, and then your fog lights are also a halogen reflector. Turn signal has a side marker on the side mirror, which is visible from all angles pretty much. And there's your turn signal in the back. Now you notice the turn signal is not an LED, it's a standard bulb. You can tell the way it's fading in and fading out. An LED will just be on or off. It just has that instant quality. So there's the low beams, and I can see these cars lined up here, and then there's some bushes in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and put the high beams on so you can see the difference. So not only is it a higher position, but it's more of a scattered light, more of a floodlight, not so focused down in the lower position. The low beams are designed not to blind everybody else, but give you some visibility. The high beams give you the maximum visibility, and of course you don't want to have these on in people's faces because it's going to blind them and ruin their night vision. Give you an idea there. So let's see what the actual high beams look like. So when you turn the high beams on, it turns off your fog lights. And they are also powered by halogen bulbs, but see, reflector system. You have the reflector housing instead of the projector. Because we're not really worried about focusing, we want that light to scatter. So the reflector system seems to work pretty good for that. I'll try to give you a first person look here in the vehicle. There's your low beams and your high beams. Low beams. Headlights off. Okay, let's look on the inside, starting with the cargo area. And before I do that, I just want to mention that the tag light, when there's not so much light out here, it does give you a little bit of illumination on the ground, just to kind of give you kind of like an approach light in a way. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up, check it out. The button up here to close the power liftgate is backlit illuminated. All right, so here's your cargo area, and it actually has a dome light. Has actually whole bunch of dome lights all the way down the center, which is really good lighting in this vehicle. So you can see you have cast some shadows on the end since it's a central light, but overall, generally good visibility in the back. And even if you have the front lights, interior lights set to where they won't turn on with the door, your cargo light will still turn on. The rest of the lights will not turn on. You can check out the visibility there in the third row seat. Time to check out the second row. Open it up. First start on the door, check it out. You have this blue accent lighting under here. You see that? It's illuminating this pocket. And then you have some around the handle. Pretty nice. And then the button to fold the seat out of the way to get in the third row is backlit illuminated. That's pretty nice. Also on the back of the seat, for the back passengers to push, that button is illuminated as well. Then you have the dome light, the remote control there that when it's in place is illuminated. Let's get in here and check out all these controls. Pretty much everything's easy to see. There's the screen. Okay, time for the front seats. It has an approach light, or more like a puddle light when you open up the door right here on the side. Then you have that blue light here in this little portion and around the handle. Then you have backlit buttons here on the door for your power windows and door locks, your seat, memory seat positions, and your power liftgate and fuel door. You have that blue light in the floorboard as well. All these buttons in here are backlit illuminated. Okay, I'm sitting here with the door open so we can see what it looks like with the backlighting and the interior lights on. Well, let's go ahead and close the door. Do have some spillover light from the dealership lot lights, but hopefully you can see how nice the backlighting and ambient lights are. Especially having the ambient lights blue, that's really cool. And the steering wheel, these are pretty soft but backlit to where you can see them good. Here on the steering wheel, here's your gauge cluster. And you can adjust your dimmer switches right here, or you can adjust your brightness, and it's actually backlit. So we'll put it right there. There's your touch screen. Really nice looking touch screen. Let's see what the navigation looks like at night. Yeah, it has a darker background. There's your start button, climate control, all backlit. Now there's some dark space in here where there's actually some stuff. So let me go ahead and turn on the night vision so you can see what I'm talking about. There's actually stuff in there that you can't really see because it's not illuminated. See how it's like a dark spot there? There's your shifter, and then the illuminated cup holders, which is pretty cool. And then you see this reflection of this blue light. That's actually, I don't know if you can see that, it's on my hand. That's actually coming from up here. So there's this little ambient light right there, kind of giving you some ambient light in the center. And the darker it is, the more prominent that's going to look. So that really helps out with, you know, kind of getting your bearings in the vehicle and kind of see what's going on, especially with this shifter when you kind of have to get used to that. A little bit different. Then you have the storage area. You can see that ambient light still casting on my hand here. Close that up so you can see. Illuminates this area. Open that up, and then you have the light in this compartment. Glove compartment has a little light in there. Let's see if the camera will focus. Yeah, so not too bad on the glove compartment light. At least it has one. Some vehicles don't even have one anymore. Then you have some backlit, the ambient lights there. Then you have a backlit for your sunroof, and then your HomeLink door controls. Of course, you have tap lights so you could turn on. And then your visors have mirrors and lights in them. Overall, really nice. Love that blue. They're just having a blue color as the ambient light and just having it in the door and everywhere. That's in these Tron looking cup holders. It's really cool. I like that kind of stuff myself. Okay, so there you have it. 2017 Honda Pilot in the touring trim level at night, showing you the interior and exterior lighting of the vehicle. So hopefully this has been a helpful video, just to give you a little bit of a different point of view. So thank you for watching, and thank you to East Coast Honda here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for providing the vehicle. See you guys next time.